Alright, in today's episode, I know it's been like 400 million hours since the last time I posted a video, but you know, it's how life goes sometimes. So today, tonight, for you guys, who knows when it'll be, but for me it's tonight, I'm going to attempt to pull the fuel tank, the old fuel tank, out of the truck. That's kind of the next step in the process, is getting the fuel system ready to go, and part of that is just pulling out the old tank. Like I've said before, I'm getting a new tank. We'll be running new lines, new pump. It's got to have an in-pump tank. Well, it doesn't have to, but that's where I'm going to go. So it all has to come out anyways, and I had a little bit of extra time this evening, so I'm going to try to pull it out. So to show you guys what's involved with this here little project is there's this plastic like dust shield for the gas tank. It's held on just by whatever that is. But take that off, I should be able to slap that out. And then we've got the straps here, which there's these brackets, and they attach to the frame rail, which if you can see this, there's a heat shield that has a couple bolts up here, a bolt here, and yield bolt here. This one's going to be a pain to get to, but I have a plan for it. And then there's the other strap right here, and there's 4 bolts up here. You can see, well, really 3, which is fine. And well, yeah. So we'll get those bolts, whatever bolts are there, off. And then we should be able to drop it enough to then get the old lines off and everything and pull it out. So we got this bad mammy jammy off, and I just had the angle wrong. Look at all of that. Beautiful. This thing probably hasn't been taken off in a whole lot of years, man. And I was actually surprised I got this nut off because it looked pretty crusty. And I mean, to be fair, it is pretty crusty, but it actually came off. I mean, it fought me a little bit, but considering everything, happy I got that off. Where's the... There it is. Yeah, not bad. Probably can put it even back on. That's sick. Alright, next step is this other heat shield right here. Boom! Right, so I got, as you saw, got this one out. This one's kind of awkward. This one right here is kind of tucked up away in a curve of the frame. It's going to be hard to reach from the other side, so I'm trying to like finagle this some way. So we're gonna figure that out. So I got my hand up above the heat shield, on the heat shield. Got my ratchet, and I was able to get on top of the nut, but there's so much sediment and dirt, you can't really see it, but I can feel it. So it's gonna be a little crunchy coming out, but we're gonna get it. Considering how much dirt and stuff's up there, this bolt is in significantly better condition than I anticipated. Get ready for the dang waterfall here coming, folks. Actually, it's not water. It's gonna be the old dirt. Get this thing out, of course. There we go. Oh, bad pieces. Just like that, he chilled out. We can see our friendly neighborhood. Oh my goodness. Rock collection. Cool. I'm getting the straps out.
Anticipation, getting close to the edge. Oh, you think I see you more than a friend. Better late than never. Now it's all over me. These reflections of you, who you want me to be. Do I wanna be you? Is it only a dream?
So the problem I'm running into is I have all the bolts out, and there is, way back behind these hoses, there's a little stud with a nut on it, and yeah, you can kind of see it. And it's like holding all the metal brackets, or the metal hoses on, the hard lines. There's a slew of these that are basically brackets that hold it all tight, which is good. But that's what's holding me back from getting the tank lowered. So I got to take that bolt off, hope it gives me enough slack to get the bolts out to get this lowered to where I can cut those 3 hoses and then get this thing out. That right there, this one, yeah, that's the one that I'm going to be working on. Try to get that out, this side of the hoses, and see if it'll give me enough slack to get this thing down. What I'm running into is these studs, which are 2 right there. That stud and there's another one on the front part are hanging there, and I can't get it over far enough to get out. So
this is my current situation. I finally got that bolt out. It had of course, a nut on the other side of it, which made it difficult. So that nut's out, but you know, we're probably gonna have to call it a night tonight. It's past midnight. There's no reason for me to be farting around out here still. So I'm gonna give it one little shake, see if I can get it off. If not, you'll see me the next day after I shot this video, which is today. But for you guys, it'll be a different day. Dayception. Okay, bye.
So we're a new day, new dawn. It's a new time. And these fuel hoses are what need to come off next. And hopefully that will release the remaining tension on the tank. So I can get the studs that you can kind of see right in here and over here out of these holes, because right now there's like half an inch that needs to go that way before the tank will drop. So yeah, that's what we'll get started on, and we'll just see what happens. I got it loose, I got it off those studs, and now it's dropped down enough to where I can actually access those upper hoses. You can see right there. So I get those clamps off, and this should be free. You know what? It came down, which is awesome. I just have to get the couple wires off. I was expecting there only to be one, so I'm not sure why there's two, but that's fine. No big deal. Get those off, and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, here she is. Oh, good noises. Well, that wasn't the worst thing I've ever done. I think this, whatever wire that was, here, is like soldered in. Like I don't know what's going on with that. But it was not a clip. So I just broke it off. Whatever, it's fine. I mean, overall, this tank doesn't look horrible, as you might. I mean, this truck is an 81. I don't know. I doubt this has ever been replaced, but not bad. But I need a baffled one, so this one goes bye-bye. Considering how long the tank's been in there, I mean, there's some crud that fell out. This could have been a lot more crud, you know? There's some crud over there, some crud in there, but overall, it's not as messy as I thought it was going to be. And I was vaguely smart when I, parked the truck before I got, completely into, when I was thinking about this project. I was like, well, I'm just not going to fill up the gas tank. The truck sat for a while before I even started this whole thing. For various reasons, but I was like, well, I just won't fill up the tank, so I didn't really know if I was going to need to pull the tank or not at the time, but I also didn't want old crusty gas in there if I did reuse that gas. But now that it comes down to it, I had to pull the tank anyways, and it was nice that I didn't have to siphon any gas out. There's hardly any in there, so that's perfect. But kind of finishes up this project for today. Again, the next step is generating some income so that I can buy a new tank and pump and all that jazz and get that installed. And then once that's installed, then it's on to, it's really just wiring at this point and some little odds and ends. Probably still be a junkyard run in there somewhere to get a couple of bits and pieces, but we're really getting towards the fun part of wrapping this thing up. So hopefully be able to put out some content a little bit sooner. I know it's been like almost 2 months since I've posted anything, which is not ideal, but it is what it is, and I'm gonna keep cranking when I can, and hopefully here in the next couple months maybe we'll try to fire it up, because that would be bueno. But anyways, thanks for watching. As always, feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the YouTube algorithm things, because it's fun and you have a few more people watching and you can do more cool stuff. So that's what I figured. So thank you, appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.